Greetings, grandfather. Now, there has been a question, and the question has to do with long touch, bilocation, and other aspects that support that, including, to a degree, collapsing time, and the video that preceded that, along the lines of bringing things to you or bringing yourself to things that would happen even if you didn't have time to get there. So many of you who've studied this blog know just exactly what I'm talking about. The question has to do with, what is this all leading to? And you know, on this blog, as well as on the written blogs, one thing builds on another. There is a purpose, not to manipulate you, not to turn you into some kind of automaton, but rather, the purpose is to help you to bring about a more benevolent, a better, yes, world for all beings here on earth. It is good, the many things that people do, to help each other and to help all beings for that matter. But these are times now that also require magic. And when I say magic, I do not mean tricks or being the trickster. Rather, I'm referring to natural magic, benevolent magic, true magic as I sometimes call it, which has to do with natural things that you can do on other planets, natural things that you can do at the soul level, and the same natural things that your spirit teachers, angels and guides, do with you at the deep levels of your sleep, so that you can remember who you are, where you're from, why you're here, and ultimately, what is the purpose of all of that. This goes on for you all at those deep levels of sleep, and it is largely the reason why, no matter how dramatic your life may turn at any given moment, or, on the other hand, how boring your life might be, it is how you are able to maintain the connection and the commitment to living out your life to the end of your natural cycle here on earth now. All right, what about that question? It is true that it is building up towards something, but every step of the way also supports things. What would it be like if you saw an airplane in trouble, whether you knew people on board or not? What would it be like if you could simply reach out your hand like this in the direction of that airplane, and holding your hand like this, bringing through as much benevolent energy that comes in for you, and perhaps even requesting all the most benevolent energies to be there for you, like I've said many times before. What would it be like if you could simply go like this gently and lift that airplane up so that it doesn't spiral into some unknown and cruel fate, or crash with all aboard, as we all are worried about at times, or have bemoaned the loss of loved ones in that fashion? What would it be like if there was a ship at sea that was being tossed about terribly, and you could see it? Oh, you don't even have to be there, just like you don't have to be there with the airplane. You don't have to be there. you could see a picture on the television. Maybe you could reach out with your hand, like this, and put your hand under the hull of the ship and steady it through the difficult waters, perhaps even calming the waters in the process. You think, what could my little hand do, even if that was possible? But at that level of magic, so much is possible. It would be like your hand would cover the entire bottom of the hull of the ship, no matter how big it was. What if, eh? What if there were a meteor, a comet, or an asteroid hurling its way towards Earth, and it seemed like there was nothing you could all do? What if you remembered, and that's why the steps are so slow, so you're not overwhelmed. You remembered how, with long touch, to reach up well past the atmosphere of the earth, well into the sky, hundreds, thousands, maybe even millions of miles away. And just going like this, can you see that? Just a slight wiggle of the hand. You might say, I am asking that this object hurtling towards the earth, which may either strike the earth or come so close to the earth that it would be hazardous for all life here, that it may now be deflected towards some place where it can do no harm, hitting no other planets in this solar system or any other. For the advanced student, with the proper facilities, being able to see and understand a bit about astronomy, it might even be possible to specifically tap that hurtling object out of the way in a specific direction so that it does the least amount of harm and hopefully no harm. Yes, the training is leading towards that, but it can also do these other things. It can help, support, stabilize, and bring about the most benevolent outcome in the most unexpected situations. Now, I'm not going to build on that training right now. I'm just answering the question, what's it all about? What's it leading to? That is one of the many things that the advanced training you will find on this blog and on the written blogs is leading to. You can do these things. Don't be intimidated. The steps are small, incremental, and it is meant to be that way, so you can do these things safely, benevolently, and for the most benevolent outcome for all beings. Good life.